Hey gang, it's JC and this is a special edition of the Daily Dose, a combined venture with Mind Active in beautiful downtown Brentwood. Great archives, some old television history at the top of the page, and a great eye candy today. Oh man, if you're a Cardinal fan, you are going to send this to all of your friends in Chicago. We'll just leave it at that, but make sure you check out eye candy today. It's awesome. All right, so yesterday, actually the last 2 days, we were on the air on the Big 550 KTRS talking about candy. And not just any candy, the old sort of retro stuff, the stuff we ate when we were, like 5, 6 years old, and just talking about all the sort of great memories we have of this candy. Some of these things we were talking about I hadn't even seen in, seriously 40, 45 years. And I'm not a big candy eater anyhow, but I might be changing that because right in the middle of our conversation yesterday, we see a woman walk up to the glass there at the second floor of the Westport Gold Tower. And her name is Barb Conley, and she has a place in Kirkwood called the Sugar Shack, which is all these unbelievable candies. 151 West Argonne, and online at, what's the thing here, KirkwoodSugarShack.com. KirkwoodSugarShack.com. So anyhow, let me get to this. This is unbelievable. I mean, you talk about a stroll down memory lane. I hadn't seriously seen some of these candies in over 40, 45 years. Let's start with this because this is great. There was even a reference to this in the movie Animal House. Fizzies. Can you believe that? Some of the most foul, awful tasting stuff ever in the world, but boy was it fun to get some fizzies and then get some water and you had a project for the day. Here's a Jawbusters. Look at that, Jawbusters. Okay, I'm trying to get rid of the glare here. I'm just going to go through these like crazy. Wonka bottle caps. Okay, you got those. What do we got here? Oh, do you remember these? The little wax bottles that had the juice in them and then you would chew the wax afterwards. Oh man, okay, hold on here. Hot tamales. Pop rocks, which I know that some people use for sexual purposes, but that's up to you to take something sweet and innocent and turn it into that. Here you go, Bonomo Turkish Taffy. This is the stuff I was talking about. You would put this in the freezer, at least we did in Chicago. You put it in the freezer and then slam it down on the table as hard as you could, and you get all these little pieces. And it was great because you could have violence, and it was fun. Smith Brothers cough drops. These things they tasted like candy, but they were actually cough drops. This one is just black licorice, but they also had Luden Brothers was the other one like that. Now these are these, I don't even know what these are called. They were like little satellite things. They were like wafers, like you get like a host when you have communion, and inside you like these little rattly things. You eat those. All right, here we go. Who doesn't remember candy buttons? Oh my God. Can you imagine how much paper we've actually ingested throughout our lives from what was stuck to the back of these things? Because you could never get all the paper off. And then sometimes you'd be really eating them like crazy, and you'd get a big long string of paper, and I don't care, just shove it in your mouth and eat it. It's fabulous. All right, here's these Yum Yum candy cones. Actually, the cone was very similar to what you get in a soft serve, but then it had this goofy candy up on top of it. Okay, we're going. Oh my God, hold on, dropped it. All right. Pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds. And then at Halloween, you would take the seeds out of your pumpkin, and then you would try to make your own pumpkin seeds, and they were terrible, and you just go back to the store and just buy a big bunch of them. Moon pies. Got those here. Razzles, although you can get these pretty much any candy store now. Chuckles. Oh my God, did I eat a lot of these. It's like a little jelly candy, soft jelly candy, but it was covered in sugar. Oh, terrible for you, and just the way we liked it. I want a Clark bar. I remember some of the commercials. Milk Duds, gotta have Milk Duds. And a movie theater, absolutely. Original Snaps. It was like a hard licorice, but then it was covered in some sort of like white candy coating. Just absolutely sensational. All right, what else we got here? Red Vines, red licorice, very, very good. Cruising through these. I didn't eat these, but I know people went crazy for sugar babies. Look at the sugar babies right here. All right. Boston baked beans. Didn't eat those either, but I knew people who were crazy about them. Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Remember the wax lips? Yeah, you put those in your mouth. Well, technically that wasn't even a candy. Oh, Henry. Ah, little Shakespeare reference right there. Let me put an H on the O. Mallow cups. Again, I didn't eat these, but I knew kids who were just crazy for mallow cups. Bit of honey. Bit of honey. All right. You got your Rocky Road. You got your... Oh, here we go. Here we go. These are what we were talking about. These are the Necco wafers. Now, I don't know if it was urban legend or... I seem to remember... had public telephones. I'm pretty sure that the Necco wafer was almost exactly the size and the thickness of a quarter. And I seem to remember, and I think even Steve Baker, who is the guy who's in charge of all the parking meters in the city, at least he was for a while. I don't know if he still is. Hi, Steve. How you doing? Steve's mom used to cook for us and everything. You would stick these. You would just take these and put them in the parking meter on the payphone. Supposedly it worked. I don't know. Here's the thing I was talking about, the sugar daddy. Now, got it upside down. Sugar daddy. My friends in Chicago, Pat and Jim Novak, their mother was really cool. Mrs. Novak was eating one of these things, and she had her teeth like sunk into this thing and watching a horror movie, and something happened, and she got scared, and she pulled the thing out, and the teeth came out right. It just cracked her teeth right off the thing. So watch out for those. They're dangerous. I don't know what these are called. Let's see what it's on here. Sixlets. Sixlets. Look, little chocolate things covered in... I almost said plastic. Now and laters, those are always good. What we got here? Whoppers, got to have some Whoppers. Jujubes. My wife, I opened this thing. Let me show you something here. This thing showed up yesterday in a bushel basket. Okay, all right. So I'm not even showing you everything. I'm just showing you what I have time for, because I could show you the dots, for example, but. Everybody's seen dots, so. But this was jujubes. My wife saw these and went, jujubes, which I was never crazy about. It seemed they didn't have enough flavor for me. All right, what else we got here? Still going, still going. Candy cigarettes. Now these were the bubblegum ones, but they did have the candy ones also. And somebody would also, always try to be a smart ass and actually light the tip of one. And when you put a match, you put a flame to sugar, it puts out a smell that is about the most nasty thing you ever want to smell in your life. Oh, here we go. Good and Plenty. Good and Plenty. Good. I remember the song? Charlie says, love that Good and Plenty. Charlie says, really rings the bell. Charlie says, love that Good and Plenty. Don't know any other candy that I love so well. And Charlie was, he had like an engineer hat, a little kid, and the girl was chasing after him because he had the engineer hat. These are, remember the watermelons? You gotta have those. These are candy ropes, like a red licorice rope thing. You got your lemon zots right there, and of course you gotta have a Nestle Chunky. What stop to the candy store would be complete. Again, we can't thank Barb Conley enough, who showed up at the radio station yesterday with this bushel basket, literally a bushel basket full of candy. And her place is called Sugar Shack, and it's at 151 West Argonne in Kirkwood. And their phone number 966-0065, and online at kirkwoodsugarshack.com. All right, don't forget that eye candy. Eye candy. Oh, see? And I'll just put it this way: opening day at Wrigley Field in Chicago. Little different than what we have here in St. Louis. You're going to love this video of this woman today. Watch the expression on the guy's face who's interviewing her. It's just precious. All right, so that's it. Special edition of the Daily Dose for Wednesday, April 13th, 2011, a combined venture with Mind Active in beautiful downtown Brentwood. We'll talk to you again tomorrow, and of course every day from 10 until 1, along with Trish Gazelle on the big 550 KTRS. In the meantime, we've beaten this one to death. Where's my ball? Have a good one. See you later. Bye.
Once upon a time there was an engineer. Choo-choo Charlie was his name, we hear. He had an engine and he sure had fun. He's good and plenty candy to make his train run.